What if I told you the United States taking over Greenland wouldn't just be a land grab, it could shake the entire global order? Greenland isn't just some icy, empty island. It belongs to Denmark, a sovereign nation and a NATO member. So if the US were to forcibly annex Greenland, it wouldn't be a business deal. It would be an act of aggression against an ally. And that's where things explode. Would this trigger Article 5 of NATO? Technically, yes, it could. Article 5 states that an attack on one NATO country is an attack on all. If Denmark invoked it, NATO members would be legally bound to respond. The problem? The United States is also a NATO member. That means the alliance would be facing a nightmare scenario, defending one ally from another. That's not just awkward, that's catastrophic. Trust in NATO would shatter overnight. Europe would no longer see the US as a protector, but as a predator. Now let's talk about consequences. European nations would likely pull away from US leadership. Trade agreements could collapse. Military cooperation could freeze. Sanctions? Almost guaranteed. The EU could fast-track a fully independent European defense force, one that doesn't rely on Washington. And what message would this send to the world? It would tell every major power, rules don't matter anymore. Russia would say, "See, we told you." China would say, "So territory can be taken." Smaller nations would panic, realizing no alliance is truly safe. The Arctic would become the next global battleground. Why? Because Greenland is rich in rare earth minerals, oil, gas, and sits at one of the most strategic military positions on Earth. Whoever controls it controls major Arctic shipping routes and missile defense corridors. And let's not forget the people of Greenland, the Inuit population, whose right to self-determination would be bulldozed in the name of power. This wouldn't just be about land, it would be about dominance. The US would lose moral authority. Democracy promotion would sound like hypocrisy. Human rights arguments would ring hollow. Every criticism of other nations' invasions would come back like a boomerang. And once trust is gone, it doesn't come back. So here's the real question. Would this make America safer, or make the entire world more dangerous? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Follow for more deep dives into global power, politics, and the stories they don't want you questioning. Remember, every verdict has a shadow.